Shalom, Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutations to all the Akim in all four corners of earth who's pushing his truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. I'm going to get into this article here about, it says, man burned in fiery Tesla crash after door wouldn't open, lawsuit alleges. And these Teslas, these simple people of this world, anything that's new, they like to gravitate towards. They don't do too much research on anything. They just like to get it because it's new. It's the fad. It's a new in thing. And these electric cars, which have been around for some time, but now you got a good push on them, and they give you all sorts of so-called rebates and anything to make the eye. But, because you're really not getting too much of a rebate when the parts of this car are very, very expensive. The tires, the batteries, just the smaller things of the car. It's a very expensive car to upkeep, especially you have to have time, because it's not like going to the gas station, throwing some gas in your car and keep going. You have to go to the stations that are designated. I mean, they have designated stations, and if there's other cars there, you got to wait. Your time for charging might be an hour or two, depending how cold the temperature is outside and everything. So there are a lot of different things to go into to whether or not you want to buy, a Tesla. But Jake, like I say, they just like the end thing. They'll come out with it and just, freak it out, make it new. They got different ways. Jake just makes everything bigger and better than what it already is, And which reminds me about a week or two ago, we had it got real cold up here, and the charging centers where they charge these Teslas had froze, and all the cars were just sitting there, and they had to leave their cars there, because the charger it wouldn't charge because it's too cold. And that's another thing that these people aren't taking into consideration, man. When the temperature drops, these cars are worth nothing. I like to go back to this movie that we watched, and it had those Teslas just piled up at the bridge, man. What's the name of that movie? Don't Look Back, and the Teslas charged. But one of the key things about the Teslas, not only were they all designed to meet up at the bridge part, but they were the price had went down on those things. They were very dirt cheap, and because it's only so much you could do with these things, man. And Esau knows that, but he's gonna push it as though it's the new best thing out there, man. And just keep in mind, in order to keep those Teslas going, you gotta get a certain type of rock, that cobalt rock. If I'm not mistaken, it's called a cobalt rock. And they get it out of the west coast of Africa. They use the kids to go down there in those mines and dig it out with their bare hands. They talk about regulation and this and that, but over there they don't have regulations. So the kids, they're kids and they breaking limbs and everything and getting cut up. There ain't nobody over there to regulate that stuff as long as they get their product out, man. But that's Esau's way, man. It's all about his product. And right now his product is that cobalt that goes into this Tesla and also goes into a lot of our cell phones as well. This is Psalm 62 and 10. Trust not in oppression, and become not vain in robbery. If riches increase, set not your heart upon them, man. And so, Esau, he sets his heart upon his riches and everything, man. And once again, I just gave you the backdrop of how he get the stone that powers these cars, out of robbery and deceit, because you're robbing the people. You're giving them pennies on the dollar, and then you're making millions and millions of dollars off of it, So you're using the people, man. And that's Esau's MO, man. He's a robber, man. And our people trust in the oppression he gives them, man. Our people love the BS that Esau gives them, man. Even though it in their mind they play a trick that's going to help them, but it ultimately ends up killing them or destroying them somehow, because people really don't put in consideration where these rocks come from. You would have to do your research and find out, because you would just think that this was some technology they came up with. No, there's a dark, sinister plan to go out and get these rocks, those rocks that power these cars and stuff is what I'm speaking about, so don't trust in those depression, man. Those people are over there depressed, and most of my Israelites, man, Isaiah 30 and 12. Wherefore thus saith the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word and trust in oppression, perverseness, and stay therein. So the Lord came back and said, man, since you trust in it, man, stay over there, man. So in our people, they're gonna they gotta learn the hard way, man. The scriptures speak about how we're stiff-necked. We don't want to listen, So 2/3 of our people, they're gonna get the judgment that's coming to these heathens, man. And that's just what it is, man. I didn't write this script. I didn't write this movie. This is the Lord's writing. This is His doing. And right now we're out calling for our people to come out of their wickedness, but they love the oppression. They love what Esau gives them, man. Jake went and bought this goddamn car, and Esau's technology in the long run is gonna turn on Jake, man. These Tesla cars have computers in them and cameras all through there, and what a coincidence that this man burns up in his Tesla, black man, So I don't think that this was just by accident. I know about Esau's technology. I know about how he's turning his technology on us, man. You Israelites, he came out with the Pokemon a while back. There was a black lady who called in. She sounded like she was a white lady and played the role as though she was a white lady. She goes in to get her Pokemon, and what happens? When the doctor see it, they're like, oh, no, we thought you were a white woman. We had this one for the black people and this one for the white people. Something I've been telling our people about. That these people, if you trust in them doctors and you go get that Pokemon, they have something set up for the Edomites and they have something set up for you Negroes. And you best believe you Negroes will not be able to return most of the time from whatever they poking you with. And that's what's happening, man. All sorts of myochondritis and this and that, cardiitis. I think that's how you pronounce it. Cardiitis, dealing with the heart. I can't think of what myo means. But, just different things that were not here and were not relevant 5 or 10 years ago, unless you were about 80, 90 years old and it was about time for you to go. Then you could, your heart slows down because you're not moving around as much as you used to, That's just how, but, this trusting this devil, man. Go pressure, man. This is Proverbs 18 and 21. Death and life are in the power of the tongue. And they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof, man. And so these leaders, these so-called leaders and entertainers that run America, death and life is in their tongue, man. Life. This Elon Musk right now, Esau is pouring so much, backing into him. This is like, this is the Mark Zuckerberg right now. These are the different techies that rule America, and rule Babylon the Great, so to speak, man, with their different devices and technology they come out with, man, So death and life are in the power of the tongue, man. And Esau, he does a diligent search of the scriptures, so he knows that, man. He knows that right now in society, whatever Elon Musk does, these people are going to revolve all around it, man. So in their mind, continuously push them, man. Continuously push these guys to the sheeple of the world, man. And we know who's going to take it and run with it. You Negroes, man. But yeah, man, this guy, I just can't fathom, because we know that these different drones, we know about these different robot dogs, what they're all really going to be going towards and who they're going after, So I can't just not think and ponder the thought that these devils knew that there was a nigga in the car and they're gonna let it burn up, man. That's just their technology. That's just the way I'm thinking, man. We gotta make an example of these niggas. These niggas is buying these cars too fast. Let's let them know. It's not a game out here. That's how Esau thinks, man. But yeah, this dude, he has the world in by the kahunas, especially America by the kahunas. He built that little He built a track down in Las Vegas for his cars and stuff. Just a bunch of stuff. He lied and said that he took going to the moon in his car and stuff, and people were buying it. And I remember one year, I want to say it was around the New Year's or something to that effect. They had a cat in the car or something. You know what I'm saying? It was just, and you know, he's just running amok on the people, but the people are falling for it. So you know, it is what it is. But yeah, I just seen this article, and you know, I just be thinking, man. I was like, man, this ain't no accident. You know, I do know that East technology is going to be geared to kill you Negroes in these days coming up. With that being said, this is edifying. Shalom, Akim.